Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jasmine McDonald and I usually post vlogs nowadays, but it's been a while since I posted a ballet, fitness, or stretching video, so I figured as I'm getting ready to go back to dance or back to school, if you're going back to school, this video might relate. I thought it would be a great idea to do a stretching routine that I'm going to implement every single day, so I challenge you guys to also try this like 2-3 times a week, maybe every day if you can. It's going to be really low impact, but it's going to be challenging super stiff muscles that I definitely have because I hardly danced in the last month. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's start in a tabletop. From here, we're just going to tuck our chin to our chest, exhale into a cat, just arching the back, scooping the belly, and inhale, let's look up. Again, exhale, tuck the chin to chest, arch the spine into a cat. And inhale, looking up into a cow. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale to a cat, articulating the spine. Inhale to a cow. Last time, exhale to a cat. And inhale to a cow. Beautiful. From here, exhale to a cat again. We're going to bring our rib cage towards the left side. Then let the belly fall to the floor, looking up. Take the rib cage to the right and arch back with your spine in a cat. So we're creating kind of a circular motion here. Really articulating our spine. Do a couple more on this side, going, I guess this is counterclockwise if we're going left first. Beautiful. Let's do a couple more going clockwise now. Actually, I made a mistake. Now we're going counterclockwise. Depends on how you look at it, if you're looking from the head or from the tailbone. We're just making some circles. Beautiful. From here, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up into a downward facing dog. Release your heels into the floor and take your feet mat distance apart. Try to get your shoulders a little lower and open up your heart. Release your heels down. Lifting your tailbone up to the sky. Big inhale and big exhale. Beautiful. From here, inhale, your heels lift off the floor. Let's open up our heels a little bit and bend the knees towards our armpits. Keeping the heels high. This is a nice hip opener. Beautiful. Lift the tailbone up, pivot the feet parallel, and lower. Let's do that one more time. Lifting the heels up, open up the feet a little bit, bend the knees towards our armpits, lift the hips up, and lower the heels. Beautiful. Lift the heels up, bend the knees, and then walk your hands towards your feet. Just let your body hang here, keeping your feet about mat distance apart. It's just my big toes that are on the edges of the mat. Grab your opposite elbows and keep your knees as bent as you need here. Shake your head yes, and shake your head no. Beautiful. See if you can straighten your knees a little bit. Just let your body hang here. Release all the tension from your upper back. Beautiful. From here, heel toe your feet about hip distance apart. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Get a little bit closer. Waking up those hamstrings. Just bend and stretch if you need. Do it feels good. Maybe bend both knees at the same time. Just easing into the stretch. You can even take your hands on your thighs here if that's too much of a hamstring stretch to start. Again, take your hands to your shins this time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come down from your halfway fold. Just bend and stretch one knee at a time, nice and easy. Just waking up the hamstrings here. Let's pop our right heel this time. Keep your left palm on the floor or fingertips, depending on where you're at today, and lift your right hand to the sky, twisting towards your right side. Good. Bend and stretch your left knee. Keep your balance. And let's switch sides. Pop the left heel, put the right hand on the floor. Lift the left hand, look up. Same thing, bend and stretch. And bring your hand back down. Let's walk our hands out to our downward facing dog again. This time your feet are about hip distance apart. A little bit of a different stretch. And then let's walk our hands out to a plank. Lifting your belly button to your spine in this plank. Bring your head back so you're not letting it hang here. Roll the shoulders back, push the floor away. Inhale. 2 more, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale, place the knees down, untuck the toes and lower all the way down into the floor. Just bend your knees and take your knees side to side, windshield wipers, just to release any tension from your lower back. You can even take your hands on your lower back. Beautiful. From here, take your hands underneath your head and then point your toes underneath you. We're just going to do a little bit of active stretching for our hips here. Keeping your feet parallel for now, slightly think of tucking your tailbone under and squeezing your glutes. Let's start with our left leg today. So we're going to lift the left leg off the floor. So we're opening up that left hip. It's more of an activation versus a passive stretch. And let's lower. Switch sides. Lift the right foot. So I'm talking into the floor. I just ordered a microphone, so hopefully it comes for next week. Let's lift the left foot and lower. And the right. And lower, paying attention to make sure your hips aren't wiggling here. Maybe even just take your hands to your hips to check. Good, and let's do our left again, keeping it parallel and underneath us. And the right. Beautiful. This time, rotate the legs. Keep your pelvis slightly tucked under. And we do the same thing. Let's do 6. Let's lift the left and lower. And the right. And lower. Let's do the left again. Lower. And the right. Lower last time. Lifting the left. Lower. And the right. Lower. Beautiful. Shake out your legs for a second. Beautiful. From here, keep your feet together and knees bent. And just open up the heels away from each other. So we're working on our internal rotation here. If you find that it's hard to find internal rotation, like it is for me, put your hands underneath your hip bones and try to press your hip bones in to your hands a little bit, just so you're not arching your back. And then wiggle your knees about mat distance apart and find a frog stretch with your feet together, soles of the feet touching. Beautiful. Bring the knees together again. Open up the feet. And open up the knees into your frog. Beautiful. Straighten your knees underneath you. Press your hands into the floor. On the next inhale, press into the floor. So you're finding a cobra stretch in your back. Squeezing your glutes, open up the heart to the sky. And exhale, lower. Let's do that 5 more times. Pressing the hands into the floor. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And lower. Let's do that. I lost count 4 more times. Press up. And lower. Let's do for 3. 3. And lower, nice and gentle. Using your muscles to support your joints by squeezing the glutes. And lower. Last one. 1. And this time press back into a child's pose just to relax your lower back. Beautiful. Walk your hands towards your knees and press into the floor to roll up. Let's take our right leg forward first. So go into a kneeling position at the back of your mat and take your right foot forward. Flex your toes up to the sky. Keeping your back nice and straight, we're going to bend forward. If it's too much, oops, don't lose your balance like me. If it's too much to keep your foot flexed, you can point your ankle, but make sure that your hips are still square. Reach for the ground if you can, and if you can, try to reach past your foot. Keeping your back nice and lengthened. Beautiful. Bend into your front knee. This time take your hands on your front knee on your right leg. Squeeze your left glute to lower the hip and look up. Beautiful. Come back down, hands on the floor. Sit your hips back halfway. Flex the toes up to the sky. Roll the shoulders back, nice and lengthened spine. And exhale, bend into the front knee. Take the hands on the knee once again. Squeeze the left glute. Lower the hips, open the heart. Maybe this time you can meet the floor. Beautiful. Walk the hands back wherever you are. And sit the hips back last time. And bend into your front knee. Once again, take your variation, whether your hands are on your front knee, your chest is lifted, or if you're reaching back, just make sure you're not losing your head and your neck. Walk your hands back. This time we're going to pivot our right toe towards the corner of our mat. Option to keep your hands on the floor here, or place your elbows down. This is my favorite stretch ever. Just opening up that right hip. You might feel it in your left hip on the front as well. Beautiful. Walk your hands back up. Point your toe towards the front of your mat. And then tuck your left toes under and flip your hips towards the back. So you're going to be facing away from me right now in this side stretch. Both knees are open. Both knees are pointing towards our toes. So we're really making sure that our hips are opening here. A lot of the time I see people stretch and then their heel's not on the floor and they're kind of in this position. We want to make sure the heel's on the floor, the knee isn't past the toes, and both hips are open. Beautiful. Flip back towards your front lunge with your right leg forward. And this time, keep your hands on the inside. Reach your right hand towards the back. If you can bend into your left knee and bring your left heel towards your glute. Keep those hips low. My thighs are super tight today. Beautiful. Release. Let's tuck our left toes under, flip our hips into the center, lunge again. Beautiful. And flip your hips back towards your right leg lunge. Take your hands on either side of your right foot, heel toe your right foot to be in the center. See your hips halfway back. Option to stay here. Keep your toe pointed and see if you can get further, or option to take a full right leg split. It's been a while since I did a right leg split. There we go. And we're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, find a butterfly. Bring your heels close, open up your heart, and bring your body forward. Nose past your toes. Beautiful. Swing your legs behind you, hands on the floor, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up into a down dog, and notice if your right hamstring's more open than the left. Beautiful. Place the knees gently down, untuck the toes, walk your way towards the back of the mat. We do the same thing on the left. So take your left leg forward, this time flex your left toes up, or if you need, you can point your toe and bring your body forward. Wherever you are in either of these, just make sure both hips are nice and square. And by that, I mean you're not having one hip in front and one hip behind. They're really square. Beautiful. Let's bend into our left knee. Take your hands onto your left thigh. Bring your right hip down, squeeze your right glute, open up your heart. Hands on the floor, sit your hips back, flex your toe up, or keep it pointed, depending on how much flexibility you have in your hamstring today. Beautiful. Exhale into your left knee, hands on the knee, or if you're arching your back, maybe you can meet the floor. Walk your hands back and sit your hips back. Beautiful. Last one. Bend into your left knee. Take whatever variation you have. And walk your hands forward. Beautiful. This time, walk your hands on the inside. Point your toe towards the corner. Option to stay here, or put your elbows down. And just try to relax into the stretch, opening up the left hip, the right hip. Beautiful. Point your toe towards the front as you walk your hands up if you're down. Tuck your right toes under, flip your hips into your center lunge. So now you should be facing me and I'm facing away from you. Good. Let's go back towards our left leg lunge. And flip back towards your center lunge. Good, and go back towards your left leg lunge. Sit back if you need to, just to release the hamstrings, see if you can get farther. Let's do one more. Then into your left knee and flip your hips into your center lunge. Beautiful. Flip back towards your left leg lunge. This time, sit the hips halfway back. Option to stay here or slide into a left leg split. There we go. And same thing, we're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out of it. Lovely. Take your butterfly. And same thing, this time just keep your back straight. And let's walk forward. Beautiful. One last stretch before we go. Let's take our feet away into a straddle. Wherever your straddle is, whether it's here or it's wider, make sure that both sit bones are rooted into the floor the entire time. I see a lot of people in dance class lift one hip, but you're not in the straddle anymore. You're essentially in a side split or a front split versus a side straddle. So keep both hips really grounded into the floor. Reach up and exhale. Let's spin towards the right side. It's harder if you keep your hip rooted into the floor versus just go over like this as well. Keep both hips grounded. You'll feel a nice side stretch. Beautiful. Let's bring our nose towards our knee in our straddle. Again, keeping both hips grounded, which is really difficult for me right now because I'm super tight and sore and definitely not as flexible as I usually am because I took some time off. But that's okay. And reach to the corner. Try to get your belly button to the floor. And let's go into the center. Keep your knees facing the ceiling. And same thing, second side. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, take a side bend towards the left side. And same thing, nose to knee. Ooh, did you hear that? That's my back. And reach to the corner. And if you want, you can either stay in your center stretch in the straddle, or you can move to a middle split. We're gonna hold it for 10, 9, 8. Make sure your hips are really in the center. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out of it. Beautiful. Bring your knees in, and your hips should feel nice and open for class, whether you're going to a dance class or you're prepping to just go back into dance after holiday. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and if you want to see more videos like this. I definitely have been very busy the last summer, traveling, school. I'll be very busy again in the fall, but as always, it's such a pleasure. Please let me know what kind of videos you want to see next, whether it's a vlog, a workout, and I'll get on top of that. I'll be better this time, guys, I promise. So anyways, have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, happy dancing, and until next time, bye now.